865 Gaming Conversations, Episode 1, Part 2. Got 2 quick topics for you today. Microsoft announced that they were...
You did it.
No, you did it.
You did it.
Microsoft announced today that they're finally going to do cross-network play.
Well, they're announcing that they want to do cross-network play with, I guess, everybody, including PlayStation.
Everybody. They finally decided to join the party that everybody was at for the last 10 years.
Because PlayStation has been doing this since when?
2002 on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, your thoughts, ideas, concerns?
Microsoft's throwing Hail Marys right now.
Well, yeah.
Trying to find something.
I mean, I think it's a great idea. Across the board, it would definitely stop.
It was a great idea in 2002.
Well, it's okay. It's what we're talking about now. I still think it's a good idea overall. It would be great to not have to worry about what system to buy, like what your buddies are playing on. You know, like for instance, let's use our group for instance as an example. You know, most of my friends have bought Xbox Ones because their buddies have it. So that wouldn't even been an argument if they could play their games with their PlayStation 4 friends. I think
you mean their PlayStation 4 friend?
Their PlayStation 4 friend, yes. I will rephrase that, yes.
If you didn't know, I'm the lone PlayStation 4 friend.
Yes, he's the lone gunman in the PlayStation 4 crowd.
Why gotta be the lone gunman?
I don't know.
Why can't I be the lone wolf?
All right, we'll call you the lone wolf.
Lone wolf.
The lone
wolf.
wolf.
Renegade.
The Lone Ranger. Well, you take your pick.
I like the Lone Renegade.
Lone Renegade?
Yeah.
All right, we'll call you the Lone Renegade. That'll be your new online name.
No, I'm never.
The Lone Renegade.
No, I'm good. I'm good with Lone Wolf. We'll stick with Lone Wolf. You went way too far with that.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry. It's just the system I picked. I mean,
the what?
The PS4 was the system I picked. I get it.
There's no apologies. You don't have to make any apologies.
If everybody could play together on that, that would be great.
It would be.
It would be great. It would, solve a lot of problems.
It would. Do you think that it's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen basically because the third parties want it to happen.
The third parties really want it to happen. That's going to be huge for them.
Whether they can do it is a whole different question.
I think we're thinking probably Rocket League is going to be the first game that is the attempt to make this happen.
They want Rocket League to be the first one. Yeah. Which, if you haven't played Rocket League, you're missing out.
Explain to the crowd what Rocket League is, because I also am someone who has not ever played Rocket League, but I've heard good things about it. So tell me about this Rocket League game, Gedalia.
Rocket League is basically soccer with cars, but they are absolutely just insane. You can jump. Mm-hmm. There's different aerial moves you can have, but it's if you put a bunch of cars with a huge ball and started knocking it around, and there was a tornado going on at the same time. That's basically how you describe it.
That's Rocket League?
That's Rocket League.
That sounds like so much fun.
It's soccer with cars.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute storm. It's crazy.
How many players can play at the same time?
I think they've got 4-on-4. But 4-on-4, but I usually play 3-on-3. I'll put in some gameplay for them to look at.
Okay.
For that on the back of this for Rocket League.
Yeah.
I'll put a few of my games up there. A few of my good ones.
So let's go back to the cross-network play. Explain to me what that really even means. Like, if I don't know what cross-network play means, how would you describe that?
Right now, you can play online with other Xbox players.
Right, or PlayStation can play online with other PlayStation players.
Right.
Right.
If you have say, just for instance, you have an Xbox.
Let's just say hypothetically
speaking, you have an Xbox One, and I have a PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4, right.
If we want to play...
I don't know. Zombies. Call of Duty Zombies.
If you want to play
we can't play together with each other at all.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. Mm-hmm. The way that this is saying is that you can actually, hey, you want to play a game of zombies? Yes.
Yes.
And then you can actually link up, and this would possibly be through the servers in game of Black Ops 3. You wouldn't be able to do it.
because you wouldn't be doing either Xbox servers or PlayStation servers would be their in-game servers. That's really the only way to do that.
Yeah, the way it would work is you actually do it in-game instead of actually at the menu or something like that in your actual UI.
Yep.
The real jewel of this is going to be, those games that are the shooters, or those versus games, even FIFA sports games, Madden, NBA 2Ks, that now you're actually going to have it to where you can have one console community versus another console community.
Oh, that would be, yeah, that would be huge.
That would set up a lot of things. That would get a lot of people to play a lot more games. Say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna play.
I'm gonna represent my Xbox crowd. I'm gonna represent my PlayStation crowd.
Your community. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be but it also it brings up a lot of other problems. Is how do you report players that grief you? How do you make sure that your connection, say you're on Xbox and your connection is the best one? Because basically what they want to do is, Microsoft and Sony want to make sure they take care of their customers first and that they have the best experience.
Yep.
And if this actually gets done and this actually happens, if it's not the best, I don't think they'll go through with it. You don't want to just halfway do it.
Yeah, you don't want to have this change go into effect and have a lesser quality of experience than you already than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
That especially any kind of, we'll just use the Call of Duty crowd for instance. That would never fly. If you're a Call of Duty player, you're all of a sudden getting lag you were having before, or you're whatever is not the same. It's they won't go through.
Yeah, it won't work out at all whatsoever. But it sounds like a Rocket League is going to be the first one, so I'll be really paying attention.
Now, they haven't really set any kind of expectations of when they want to try this out, have they? Like any kind of a time frame that got announced, or
no. Microsoft pretty much just
threw it up in the air.
Kind of threw the ball over to Sony. Said, "Hey,
hope somebody catches another side."
Yeah, they just threw the ball over. And said, "Hey, if you want to try it, we're up for doing it."
Holler back at us.
And so Sony looks back across the corner and is like, "We've been here for years.
Yeah, we've been doing this for years. This ain't nothing new."
So, our second topic, our quick hitting video, upgradable Xbox and a supercharged PS4 have kind of floated around.
Those rumors going around.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Would you upgrade your Xbox?
I would have to hear more details on it. I mean, it depends on the price point. It depends on what it actually would do for my Xbox. I'm kind of torn on how I feel about it because, for the most part, console gamers are buying consoles because they don't want to treat it like a PC. They don't want to have to deal with having to figure out if their games are going to be compatible on their system. They want to know that, this is going to work right out of the box. What would kill it for almost everyone is if they started doing this upgrade feature and then later on games come out, well, it'll work only if you have this part of the upgrade. Mm-hmm. Only if you have this part of what you need to get this game to play. That would kill the whole upgrading stuff for anyone.
Because this has been done once before. The Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, the expansion packs, and like there's a jump pack or something as well.
The expansion pack, little red expansion pack you took.
Yep.
Put right in the top part of it. I forget which game. Which game did that?
Donkey Kong 64.
Was it Donkey Kong?
Yep.
Majora's Mask.
Might have been Majora's Mask.
You couldn't play Majora's Mask without it.
Yeah. So and people would buy those games and have no idea that you needed this whatever piece to make this game work. I remember that. Yeah.
So that could be a kind of a
huge problem.
Deal.
It depends. See, that's the thing. It just depends on how this really works. They haven't really said. It's still in the rumor mill stage of it anyway. So I mean, if they made it to where, you could buy this piece of equipment and it'll make your graphics look a little better, it might make your processor run smoother, but it didn't change. Any game would still be able to work with it no matter what. I would be more okay with that. Whether or not I would ever use that feature, it would just depend on the price and what it actually did for my system. Yeah, but they can't make it to where it's a requirement to play certain games. That would kill it.
Yeah, I don't like an upgradable system at all whatsoever. There's no reason for that. That's not the reason that we buy consoles.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
We want to go grab a console.
We don't have to worry about
it. Hook it up to
our
the
big screen TV
and know it works.
Yep.
We know it's going to work.
Yep.
I don't support that idea at all whatsoever. But if you wanted a more powerful system, you should have made it
to begin with.
Outset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, PS4 is talking like they want to have a supercharged system.
Tell us about this.
I don't know anything about that. It's a straight up rumor said.
I know.
People are calling it a PS4.5.
Mm-hmm. But it's supposed to be a whole new system, right?
Sounds like it's going to be a whole new system.
Yeah.
I don't support that either.
Yeah, because that's another. God, they'll probably at least. Who knows? They're probably more than what the PlayStation is running for now. I mean, say if it's an upgraded model, but who knows how much more?
Yeah, the only thing I can see if it is an upgraded model, it would actually the only way I could see this working, or if anybody even thinking about buying it or even accepting it, is if it, because the PlayStation VR has the breakout box.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a PlayStation VR PS4 edition, the PS4 VR edition, where you don't have that external box already out there. It's just built into the system. That's the only thing I could see them doing. It's just eliminating the breakout box altogether.
That would probably make the PlayStation bigger though, because it looked like the size of that box that you need for PlayStation VR is pretty. It's a decent size.
It's about the size of a Wii.
About the size of a Wii.
Yeah, but I don't know. They could. Who knows what they could do? Because it just needs a couple of extra little processing there. The 3D audio, it processes that. I'm not sure what else is actually in there, but yeah,
for the VR processor.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could actually think of them doing that for. Is just to eliminate that extra little breakout box for it. Beyond that, I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah, it's still. It just started releasing rumors of this. What about
last week?
About a week ago. Yeah.
Last week.
Yep.
Not even that long.
So there's not any real confirmation of whether this is really going
to happen. This is super rumor.
Yeah.
This is super duper rumor stuff.
Yep.
Anything else before we get back, before episode 2?
Episode 2 will be next week.
Yeah, that'll be coming out on Tuesday. Is there anything you want to kind of get to before then? I mean, we got a whole weekend before that. What are you playing this weekend?
I'm playing through Far Cry Primal right now.
Good.
Which I really like Far Cry. It's I like it because it's just a different take on the Far Cry series. Which a lot of times, Far Cry, in each segment of Far Cry, they do something different. This is completely different. I love the ability to tame animals, ride a bears and woolly mammoths. It's a really fun game.
I haven't really got into Far Cry. Never got into it.
Oh, any of them?
Nope.
No, they're fun.
Never got into it.
Got a big island type world to explore, do whatever you want. It's pretty fun. That's what I'm playing. I'm still working on Fallout 4, but slowly taking my time with Fallout 4.
By not playing it?
Yeah. I'm playing it, just taking my time with it.
I think I should jump back into Fallout 4 this weekend. Get the other 2 endings. I've got 2 of the other endings and get the other 2. Yep. I guess start working on the Platinum before the DLC comes out. Which is... soon. I ain't got an exact date on it. It's soon. It's real soon. It might already be out. Not sure. Just filling up time now.
Yep. Filling up the time.
What, anything else happening in gaming that struck you as...
Recently? No.
All right, well then we're just going to end it right there. I guess that concludes all of episode 1 now. I'm Gedalia with Scott, and it's been fun.
It's been real.